This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
This is Andy Headhard Hat Smith for TPN.TV, and I'm lost, but I found my way now.
Sponsored in part by Go to My PC. Use their iPhone app to access your work or home computer anytime. Try Go to My PC today with a special 45-day free trial. Visit gotomypc.com and click the Try It Free button and enter the promo code podcast.
This is Andy Headhard Hat Smith here, and I tell you what, I am so geeked. I'm at Magellan with Eric Waters, and we are going to talk about GPS units. Yes, the entire eXplorist line. We're getting it literally, I don't want to say from the horse's mouth, but we're getting it from the techies. That's what counts. Eric, welcome. Tell us about the eXplorist.
Well, the eXplorist that you have in your hand is the eXplorist GC. The eXplorist GC is a device that we've made explicitly for geocaching. So this thing has all the bells and whistles for your geocaching enthusiasts. Holds 10,000 full paperless geocaches and only costs you $149.
Oh wow, that is really great. And you know what I like about the entire Magellan eXplorist line is it covers all the PowerPoints. In other words, people that are just starting out with geocaching or want to go out for that outdoor hike, they've got a price point that would fit their budget, and for the guys that want all the bells and whistles, you have that too.
That's exactly right. You know, we just introduced the eXplorist 110, which is this device here, the little blue one. It's only $129. Also does paperless geocaching, up to 500 geocaches, but also does all the other outdoor type of functionality that you'd expect to see. So if you want to know what time the fish are going to bite, or when you want to go out and hunt, you want to get back to your point of origin, be it the trailhead, your camp, or your car, this device will get you there. So for that price point conscious customer, this is a fantastic unit.
I love what we did with this. I love how eXplorist has expanded its knowledge with this from one GPS unit to the next. Each one has those extra features. Why don't you explain some of them with eXplorist here?
Sure. So as you go up through the price bands, you add certain things like the ability to add additional mapping. So if you want to have high-resolution topographic mapping with you when you're out on the trail, be it hiking, geocaching, hunting, fishing, we have maps that cover everything. We even have satellite imagery subscriptions available. So if you want to get a bird's eye view of what the terrain looks like, you know, from above, we have that type of data available for you.
That's amazing. Now, you were actually telling me before we started here, you have a new way of showing a different kind of map, a hybrid map. Why don't you explain how that works?
Sure. So on our flagship unit, the eXplorist 710, what we've done is we've taken full topographic mapping, and we've taken turn-by-turn navigation that you've come to expect on car navigation devices, and we've taken those two different mapping technologies and blended them into one seamless experience. So, say for example, you're standing on your front porch and you decide you want to go to a geocache that's on the mountain summit nearby. Well, this device, you just mark which waypoint you want to go to, or which geocache in this example. It'll give you turn-by-turn directions to the physically closest position on road, and then give you point-to-point guidance for the remaining distance.
That's great. Now listen, when it comes to some of the higher-end GPS units that you have here, what are some of the bells and whistles that people have been asking for?
So throughout the eXplorist 510, 610, and 710 line, they come integrated with a 3.2 megapixel camera, which can shoot both stills and videos, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment, sure. and a microphone for voice recording. So it becomes very, very easy to, say you want to mark a waypoint. It's much easier to take a picture of something, have it be geo-referenced, and you'll know instantly what that is. So if it's your campsite, if it's your truck, if it's the trailhead, you just snap a photograph. It's geo-referenced, you can add notes to it, and you know exactly where it was.
That's amazing. You know, that's one thing for geocachers all around have wanted for so long. They want to have that ability to take a picture, because the best camera you have is the one that you have with you. And voice recording, believe it or not, when it comes to things like travel bugs or geocoins and you're trying to remember those codes, being able to record those verbally and be able to just replay that back, or to find that perfect spot that you want to hide that geocache, big bonus there. So I'm going to tell you what, we're going to go right now to our sponsors. This is Andy Headhard Hat Smith from TPN TV.
You know, right in the middle of the Consumer Electronics Show here in Las Vegas, I would be able to have full control of my workstation back in the office, even though it's thousands of miles away. How can I do that? I can do that through an application called Go to My PC. It's a new iPhone app, and as we learned at CES, it's also available for Android. What you're able to do is to take control of your PC remotely, whether it be PC or Mac, and make adjustments just as if you were sitting there. You can go in and tweak an Excel sheet. You can make it change to a PowerPoint. You can edit a file from Microsoft Word. A tremendous capability that you can try free for 45 days. Just go to gotomypc.com and look for the Try It Free button, and then make sure that you use the code PODCAST, PODCAST. Go to my PC wherever you are.
Great. So, Eric, I'll tell you what, we are really geeked. I want to see the big boys. I want to see the toys now. Could you explain some of the ones as far as the eXplorist 510 up to the 710, please?
Absolutely. So I'm just going to grab the 710. So this is our flagship model here. You can see on the back that it has the integrated 3.2 megapixel camera. It has the speaker built in so you can play back video or play back recordings. And then the microphone is this little guy right down here. What else is really neat is on the side of this device, you've got two different buttons. And those come predefined as take a picture and mark a waypoint. But for geocaching, we've come up with a really cool function that you can use one of these buttons for. If you take the mark waypoint button, for example, and change its function over to the geocaching feature, no matter where you are, if you tap that button, you're going to get a list of the geocaches that are closest to you.
Automatically?
Automatically.
Oh, nice.
So now it gets better. So when you decide to choose to route to a cache, as soon as you hit go to on that cache, that button then becomes quick access to the details about that geocache. So hit the button again, and voila, there's your description, your hint if you want to see it, if you're that kind of cacher, and any other type of attribution that comes with paperless geocaching.
That is amazing. I'll tell you what, geocachers for years have been waiting for this. Excellent feature. Just a couple quick questions for you before we go. What type of information did you get from users? Because obviously as this has progressed, they've advanced and it's dead on with what geocachers want. How did you get this information, and do you have any other future ideas?
Yeah, so we started a program called the Magellan Insiders, and what we did is we pulled on a lot of industry experts and users included that would feed us with information about what specifically they were looking for. And they were involved with the development process all the way throughout the alphas, the beta software releases, and all the way finally through to production, so that we really hit what people are looking for in these devices. And we also keep our ear to the ground regarding the forums, be it the Groundspeak forums or Explorist forum or a variety of different web resources, so we can really collect that data that people are saying what's good, what's bad, what we can improve on. And we also use our tech support group to feed us information, common trends about what people want to see improved, what features they want added, and we'll come out with periodic software updates to meet those needs.
That's excellent. Any secrets on what's coming out next?
They're still secrets, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a bummer, but hey, I had to ask. How can people get in touch with you and find out more about the Magellans?
So they can go to MagellanGPS.com. You can purchase, you can get support, you can get software updates, you can purchase additional maps and contents to your heart's content.
Excellent. Thank you, Eric, so much. I greatly appreciate it. Andy Head Hard Hat Smith for TPN.TV. Back to you.
This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.